Hello, hello. What's up, guys? How's it looking? Is it clear? Are we in the building? I think you got something, but all right, that looks pretty good. New little system here because I have to look at the screen and I have to look at this. So give it a second. All right, looks like you guys caught up. I'm going to wait a little bit. Are we in the building? I think you got something, but all right, that looks pretty good. All right, so it looks like we caught up. The screen is working. Camera's on, the lights are on, the chat's working. So I'm going to go in and I'm just going to say hey to what's up and, say hello to everybody. So happy 4th of July. Can you hear me? Do I need to turn this up? How's that? Too loud? All right, so what's up, Leslie? Happy 4th of July, Paradise Crew. Happy 4th of July, Kimberly Buffington. Hello, hello. Liz Breen is in the house. How are you? You've been putting out some fire memes in the Claykowski Cruisers group. Like, you're funny, man. You're hilarious. Alicia Lee, what is up, girl? Ofae Bell, Crazy Cat Traveler. It's been a while. 29 people in here. But you know what? I'm cool with that. Let's chill. We haven't been live in a long, long time. I miss Alyssa. She's not here, but figured I'd say hey to everybody. So what's up, Jennifer Kildo? Hey, guys. It's nice to see you tonight. Vanessa Ingram's in the house. Bill Stevens, what's up? Liz Breen, said your name already. Klaykowski's, what's up, bro? We're going to get into it tonight with Alaska, Ovation of the Seas, my thoughts. Welcome back. Everybody's saying, who did I miss? Who did I miss? If you haven't said hello in the chat yet, since there's not a lot of people, 29, just drop in and say, hey, what's up? And I'll say hey to you. Shawana's Creative Circle, what is up? Klikowski's, I get hit by a firework or something. I'm just going to drink beer and hang out with my doodles. Cool. Dr. Ray Mooring, what up, guys? Daniel Donnelly's in the house. David Reyes saying happy 4th to everyone. Vanessa Ingram, Marfer, no politics, please. Nah, we're not talking politics in here. LaDonna Combs, hey crew, hey girl. Scott Weber is in the house. Jessica Mullen, Mel J. Sharon at C, what is up, y'all? It's been a while. How many people are on right now? Is my phone like doing that delayed thing? Is it really 29 people? Thumbs up, everyone. Julady says, hello, Julady. Royal Cruiser is in the house. Jenner's Peters is in the house. Or Patters. Sorry, Jenner's Patters. Let me see. Journey with the Gingers. Hi, everyone. Demario Johnson. Josh Odom. Action Cliff. What's up? What's up, Clayco? Stephanie Abbott. Janice Craco. Antoinette at Fun. LaDonna Combs. I said your name already. My bad. Ken McPherson. I'm messing it up. My apologies. Daniel Davis. Johnny Face. Dude. You liking this setup right now? Like the catter corner. Like I'm about to go in on a podcast real quick. Christina Borchert. Did I say that right? Probably not. I apologize in advance. Shantia Allen, Brittany Watson, Dad Ria Tico. Oh, there's a lot of people here. That's more than 29. Okay, so my phone is giving me a false reading. I have no idea how many people are on right now, but I'm going to say hello each and every one of you because it's what we do now. Hi. Will Cooper says, hi there, Griff, without Alyssa. Yes, that is true. I am Griff without Alyssa. Dr. Ray Mooring, Sade Haney, Sammy Sherrard, Brittany Watson. All right, let me see. Danielle Davis, Kathy Mills, Tracy Wilson, Karen Dawson, Caddis228, and I think, Eddie and Jody for the love of cruising. Hey, and I think I got it. I think I knocked out everyone. If I missed you, my bad. So, what's up, y'all? It's been a while. I made a post in our Facebook group. Also, it looks like there's a storm brewing outside here in St. Pete or in Clearwater. So if the live cuts out, it's because the storm. So you can just join me in the live chat and Facebook group. I might do an after show. Who knows? I doubt it, but if it cuts out, then I'll do it. So my thoughts on the Ovation of the Seas. Let me tell you. First, rewind. Everybody's been asking me, where's Alyssa? Alyssa, she is in Tennessee, Lake Ocoee. So many of you know she sings in church. She has an amazing voice. So what she is doing, she decided to volunteer her time. She's helping out at camp for 2 weeks. The first week is high schoolers, and then the second week is middle schoolers. And what she does is she volunteers, helps out, but she sings for them. They worship and they have service, and it's a pretty incredible experience. So she's out there doing that. Pretty much as soon as we got off Ovation of the Seas, which I'm going to segue into, we flew from Spirit Airlines all the way from Vegas. We flew from Seattle to Vegas, had a 7-hour layover, and then flew from Vegas to Tampa, got Tampa to Clearwater, right? And then she basically had to leave about 5 hours later to go to camp, and then she left for camp, and she's been gone for 5 days now. But we're almost done with the first week. I'm going to start the second week, and then she'll be back, and I'm pretty sure the Ovation of the Seas episodes will be started by then. So Leslie says she's been missing the lives. Everyone is saying happy 4th. So yeah, happy 4th. Love the setup. It's got a glamour shot sort of feel to it. Thanks, Karen. I've been working on my beauty light on the side. I have a ring light now. I'm just joking. It was just, I kind of set it up like this because everything needed to be closer because I don't have my partner in crime here with me. So if it looks good, awesome. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. Hopefully it's clear. All right, so 7-8 people watching. Sweet, give me a thumbs up if you're enjoying it so far. Oh, Griff, are you cooking? Scott, so believe it or not, I do a majority of the cooking in the house. So Sunday, what I did to prepare myself to have enough time to edit and go work out and socialize, stuff like that, I did a lot of meal prepping on Sunday. A bunch of containers, but I chopped up vegetables like bell peppers, onions, zucchinis, stuff like that, and I packaged each one into different containers, like about a cup of veggies in each one. And then I chopped up all my protein, like my chicken and stuff like that. Got some ground beef lean and some turkey lean. And all I do is when I'm hungry is I throw some olive oil on the skillet, cast iron, let it heat up, throw my chicken in there. Once that starts to cook, it's almost done. I throw in my veggies, and then I usually have some kind of carb like sweet potatoes, no rice. I'm on like a little cut again. So, but yeah, thanks for asking. I am cooking and I'm living. I'm still alive. Feels good. Meal prep. This is why Griff is a genius. That's funny. What is your favorite part of Seattle? Hey, Amy Rogers, what's up? So, Dejria Tico says, what is your favorite part of Seattle? My favorite part of Seattle was the food tour that we did. Nope, that's not even true. We did so much in Seattle, it's hard to pinpoint what we enjoyed. I can't tell you too many details on Seattle yet because you'll see it in the vlog. There's some stuff behind the scenes we can't release yet. But my favorite part, something in my mouth, my favorite part had to have been The food. The food was crazy good. There's something that we had called crab toast. If that makes its way to Florida, it's over. Like, man, crab toast, basically they stack two brioche buns on top of each other. Not brioche, but like brioche bread. And a couple slices, and in between each slice is like lumps and lumps of crab dip with like shredded crab and a sauce that they make in-house. And it's just a tower of goodness. It's so good. You'll see it in the vlog, but that's my favorite part, the food. Hey, Mama Donna. Hello. Thanks for sending me a photo of Olivia. She sent it to Alyssa, and Alyssa was able to get it to me real quick. And it was really nice seeing my puppy, my Ole Bear. I miss you if you're watching. Is she going nuts because she hears my voice? Let me know. That's funny. Happy 4th of July. Just got off of work. Hey, Nurse Nancy, how's it going? Scott Weber says, I went to culinary school. I had to learn cook. My mom is the world's worst cook. So my dad and my brothers all learned to cook. Nice, Scott. A passion of mine is actually cooking. I like to think I'm okay at it. Something I want to do is learn the science behind cooking. So why I need to use acid in this dish and why I need to add a little bit more fat, why certain foods don't go together. I figured out kind of a lot of this stuff. Why certain foods don't go together and why some work well. But I want to start experimenting with foods that you wouldn't even think of that go together and like your common household dishes. Not like a master chef type of vibe, all for fun. Like I would never go on that show. So, but that's what I'd be interested in. Jason Sipes, how do you like the full face snorkel mask? Cool. So I'm working on a full review on that thing, but I enjoyed it. Alyssa, her face is too small for it. So we were sent that mask by Unigear to test them out, try them out, and it was so frustrating at first because I was so excited to get inside of the water that I didn't even think to like tighten it up and strap it in, right? Duh. I put it on and I jump into the water. I'm starting to swim, and all of a sudden it's like bloop, 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 starts filling up, and then I ruined it for myself. So what I did, got out, cleaned it, sealed it a little tighter, made it tighter than I normally would, and then it worked great for me. Alyssa, though, hers, she said it felt, because her face, she said her face is so small, her head is so small, she's a tiny person, she's admitted that, that it didn't work for her, but it worked for me, so I liked it. I like it, so. Hello, everyone. I'm missing questions. What editing app do you use? Don't you mind me asking? Sade. Is it Shaddy or Sade? I'm going to go with Sade. I use Final Cut Pro 7. Final Cut Pro X. I haven't used 7 in years. Yeah, Final Cut Pro X. 10. Hi, guys. She is funny. She runs to the door. Silly puppy. Scott Weber. Griff, a good book we had to buy for school was The Flavor Bible. It has list of what foods go together, and it's very good. Scott, that is awesome. I'm going to check that out. I want it. You've said too much. I want it. What's your guys' next cruise? LaDonna, I think our next cruise is going to be the Harmony of the Seas or the Navigator of the Seas. Don't keep my word on that, but for sure the Harmony of the Seas. My husband and I are going on the Disney cruise. We'd like to thank you for showing us around the ship. We are so excited to go in August. Teresa, no problem. If you have any questions, feel free to jump inside the Facebook group, ask your questions there. It's a great community. A lot of people are nice and they'll answer your questions if we can't get to them. And also, you can always ask a question on the video, but I haven't been able to respond to many comments, except for one knucklehead today. She was a little rude, but I digress. Usually we respond to the questions in the comment section too. So 91 watching, but only 31 thumbs up. Y'all know what to do. Doing that now, Leslie. Great idea. Hi, Shawan. All right, so I'm missing questions. Please forgive me, but I'm going to go back in and I'm going to try to hop them on for you. So let me know when you want me to get into Ovation of the Seas. So I wish I had a person who kind of like Alyssa, stay on track. So, but she's not here, so I'm going to get off track frequently. Feel free to reel me back in. I won't take offense to it. But I'm back in the questions. Did Alyssa survive the Seattle weather? Yes, she did. She didn't dress as warm as she should have, but everything was okay. She didn't get sick or anything. Poor Griff, both his girls are gone. This is true. This is true. Stephanie Abbott. Griff, you look sad without Alyssa. I know she misses you too. Church camp is a life-changing experience. Thanks, Stephanie. I was talking to John the other day, and I was like, he goes, so how are things? Like, it's good, but right now we're like 3 days in. I'm sure once we hit 4 and 5, like I'll start to freak out a little bit, and I'm looking at the food and like it's going down and down, and then I have to meal prep again and edit vlogs and go to work and work out. And I was like, man, I can't, like, big props to people who have kids. Jesus, like, how do y'all have time to do anything? Like, man, I'm just one person just handling stuff, but people that have kids and a business or a job, or just think like, dang, like, shout out to all my parents out there. Big respect. Y'all got skills, straight up. So, am I missing any questions? I'm the chef in the house as well, Clayco says. You're doing and looking great, Griff. Thanks, Alicia. So, I have been thinking about the goals of what I want from, like, my life, my job, the channel, our business, and, like, I'm really motivated. I've been writing Alyssa letters every day of, like, what my day was, what I ate, what I worked out, what happened, a good day, bad day, and I sent her an email. And you're like, an email? I think it's a lost form of, like, communication. Truthfully, most people see emails and like, oh, emails. But instead of exploding her inbox with, like, text messages or, like, writing letters so she can, like, come home and then just read a bunch of letters, I was like, what if I sent you an email, and then an email for every day for 2 weeks, and then on your ride back home, because it's like 6-hour drive, it's like when you get bored, you can read day 1, or if you get Wi-Fi out there, you can read day 6 or something. So it's whatever. Scrolling down. Can you do cheeses right now, Griff? Baked sweet potatoes with broccoli is my jam with a sprinkle of cheese. Amy, so I can do cheese, but I'm not supposed to do cheese, in a sense that cheese does hurt my stomach. It's recognized by my parents, like, dairy hurts my stomach. Like, it just is what it is. I do it anyway, but right now I have cut out dairy and processed foods, and I feel good. I feel really good. So I'm just waiting for my sleep patterns to get back on track from the jet lag of earlier, of 10 days, basically being, 4 hours behind. And yes, it is 4 hours. We went to Seattle and it was just 3 hours. And then once we started cruising to Alaska, the time changed and the ship moved back an additional hour. So we were 4 hours behind, like, Florida, behind Florida. And it was throwing me off. It was crazy. Were the Klikowskis as cool as everyone says they are? Yes. So let's talk about the Klikowskis, man. You guys are super dope. We already knew that. We've hung out before. They came to the meetup. I talked to John on the phone and text him all the time. It was really cool being able to just hang out with you, bro. You know what I mean? And your family, like the Stelly Cam, Caitlin, Kelly, like, y'all are all dope if you're watching. Like, I dig it. So we got to cruise again. Let's figure out something to do in the future. I'd be down. And you guys are going to see in the vlogs. We won't give it away just yet. But yeah. So there's a surprise in one of those vlogs, like he was saying. I won't give it away yet, though. I'm sure y'all would do fine with a little Griff and Alyssa running around. Karen, I don't know. Alyssa and I have talked about it, and, like, man, it is, whew. Like, if it had just 10% of my personality, like, it'd be a handful. So I don't know how Alyssa handles me, like, truthfully. I am a hand basket full. So how funny is that we're on the same deck? Oh, was someone on the same deck as us, or deck as you that was on the ship, Clayco? Eddie, Jody, for the love of cruising. Did you visit the Red Dog Saloon in Alaska? We did not. So, Alaska. Let me know when I need to get into the Ovation of the Seas, guys. I haven't seen that comment. Right now, we're just kind of hanging out. So people who clicked on this video, probably should have said that in the beginning, you're going to have to fast forward to get what you want. So, my bad. When I go to Australia, I lose a whole day in addition to travel time due to weird changes. That's Crazy Cat Traveler. Shannon Rook says, I love a duck fart at the Klikowski. So, yeah, people are recommending duck fart. I didn't hear about it until we got back on the ship and started having dinner with the Klikowskis. Yeah, people had people had issues readjusting to the time, too. So I'm glad I'm not saying I'm glad I was the only one, but it's nice to know that I wasn't being a baby about it. Like, it was kind of challenging. Me too. Lactose makes me yucky. Says Amy Rogers, time changes can be a killer. How funny is that? Yeah. Let me see. Oh, you're so sweet, Griff. Oh, thank you. Oh, I guess everyone was talking about the letters. Only if Bill wins the funniest commenter award. Bill Stevens is funny. He's a funny guy too. Nurse Nancy, I hear they were even cooler than expected. Liz Breen says thank you. All right. Ovation. Awesome. All right. I'm seeing Ovation comments. 3, 2, 1, go. So let's start on the Ovation. What were my thoughts? What happened? Did I enjoy it? Did I love it? Did I hate it? Was it meh? Klikowski said meh. And for me, usually when we get back from a cruise and people ask us, like, it's a no-brainer, right? We're typically, Alyssa and I are like, it was so fun. It was awesome. And I can't say that on this cruise, and it kind of sucks. But let me explain my reasoning behind this. I didn't have a good time. I didn't have an awful time. I think it was a refreshing take on the perspective. Like, if I can insert a Ratatouille clip in here where he goes, I want perspective. And that's what I feel like what I got. After I finished taking it all in, Ovation of the Seas to Alaska was an interesting taste of perspective. And let me go into that. So, where do I start? When I got on the ship, it was absolutely gorgeous. And I am 100% convinced at this point of time that Ovation of the Seas is the most beautiful ship I have sailed on. Fact. For me, it's gorgeous. I have not been on a cleaner ship, a nicer ship. It's just, they have something called an esplanade. So if you've been on the Freedom of the Seas, they have the promenade. And then on the Symphony of the Seas and Harmony of the Seas, they have like the Central Park. This one had an esplanade, and it was so elegant, so nice. And they also had a solarium. And the solarium, we spent so much time in the solarium. And because you're cruising to Alaska, what I really enjoyed about this is that the water inside the pools were heated. So you come outside, it's really, really cool. And then you get into the pool and you're like, oh man, I don't want to get into a cold pool. It's actually warm, like bathtub water. And then if you decide to go into the hot tub, that's even hotter. And then they had a section of another hot tub that was hotter than that. So it was like heated pool, a bubble, what's it called? Like a jet tub where it just kind of blows bubbles into the tub, but doesn't really get hot. And then they had a hot tub, and they had 2 of those on each side. And then solarium had pools that went up in stairs and waterfalls that went down. And there was like foliage. You could see outside the ship sailing forward into like the inside passage. It was so gorgeous, so gorgeous. And then in the back, they had bumper cars inside the activity place. Or you could do volleyball. They removed the volleyball court and put a basketball court, remove the basketball court, put bumper cars, remove bumper cars and do, what's the stuff that gymnasts do that they swing from like, you know what I'm talking about in the circus? Someone put in the comments, trapeze. They had trapeze on a ship. And just even the theaters, they had 2 theaters. One showcased a theater called Pixels where they align 4 different large size LED panels together. And it was like an interactive LED light show. That was interesting for people who haven't been well introduced to technology like I have. So I thought it was cool, but I didn't want to go to more shows there, if that makes sense. I spent a lot of my time doing the I forgot what the theater was called, but the theater shows. Let me jump into the comments. Let's just see. Even Disney ships, Griff. Amy, yes, it was much better than design-wise with Disney ship. Something that I said, and I can't speak for Alyssa on these things, something that I said was that if the Ovation of the Seas was a Disney ship, that probably would have changed everything. And if you're asking me why would you want to change anything about the ship, and that's when we start segueing into something what I call as the cookie cutter type of structure that you may not want with your cruise. And I think John spoke on it, he went to the chef's table and it was the exact same menu that he's had on 2 previous occasions with the chef's table. And I think when you're paying for, if Royal Caribbean ever watches this, and this is my honest opinion, I feel like if you're seeking adventure, and that goes with excursions and activities and even your food. If you're seeking adventure, you're seeking something new, a different experience. And when you start having these cookie cutter type approaches to the menu where we already know what we're going to eat because this is the same thing that we had on day 1 on Freedom of the Seas, same thing on day 2 on the Mariner of the Seas, same thing on day 3 on the Freedom, or the Navigator, if the menu's the same, where's the adventure in that? And I know that sounds harsh, but I'm hoping you guys can kind of realize where I'm coming from in that perspective. So think about it. The first day we're in Seattle, it would be cool if the menu was inspired by local farm to table or fresh foods from Seattle. And it doesn't have to be fresh. It can just be like, hey, this chef has a menu inspired by Seattle. Super cool. It wasn't that. It was more like, hey, here's conch fritters, fish, and, creme brulee, your escargot, and your braised ribs. And you're like, oh, okay. And then the next day, you're like, oh, yeah, am I in the Caribbean or am I in Alaska? Then you go to Alaska, and you're like, oh, cool. We're going to get, fresh salmon, which Alaska's known for. And I felt like they were, isn't Alaska, the number one export for, seafood? They have so many varieties of seafood. Lobster, king crabs, salmon, and what we had that night, it was just, spaghetti. You see what I'm saying? You're just like, oh, chocolate cake. It wasn't very inspiring or adventurous that you would think. And when I start thinking about, I'm almost done with the food. When I start thinking about even how the food was prepared, it felt like it was so prepared in advance that for speed purposes that you kind of lost the excitement of the dish. And one of those dishes was one of my favorites was escargot. It could not have been more salty. I kid you not. It was super salty. But moving out from the food, let me jump into the comments and see how everyone's feeling right now. Boop. 1 second. Let me get that back to normal. So, Amy Rogers told you, Griff, break up the monotony. Is it good you haven't sailed on Royal much? Oh, you know what, Nurse Nancy, that's a good point. So, also, I don't want you guys thinking like I had a terrible time. When you cruise as much as we do, or anyone, back up. If you do something a lot, you expose yourself to error. You know what I mean? Like this thing or product is 95% effective because there's a failure rate. And I think once we got into the MDR on this cruise, we finally had our quote unquote okay experience where you're just like whelmed. I wasn't overwhelmed. I wasn't underwhelmed. I was just whelmed with what was going on in MDR. Great service, great people, great community. They were super nice, super funny. Food was meh, right, John? So, I worry about the same cruise as more and more. Carnival does that, like the port of call menu, right, Julady? Happy 4th of July. Yes, it's good if you haven't had a lot of delicious. Is the problem because it has to cater to the Aussie crowd half the year and Alaska folks the other half? Crazy Cat Chava. That's a good point. I do not know. Definitely need some original food. And I wrote a comment on Sharon's video. She put out some heat today with the Carnival specialty dining and how they're approaching it now. And I wrote a comment. You guys can go check out that video and respond to that comment, and you can go show her video some love. It's interesting because Virgin, when we went out there, they said they're getting away from the buffet. I can't even get started on the buffet. But with the Ovation, it was interesting. But they're getting rid of the buffets in the sense there's no buffets, but there's all you can eat. And what that sounds like is all their restaurants are specialty dining is how they described it. And you can pretty much get your food freshly ordered, and then once it's done, you order another one. So just imagine kind of going to, not Guy's Burger, because that's like a line setup, but Johnny Rockets, and it's like, hey, I want a double bacon cheeseburger, and then they make it fresh, and they give you another one. You finish it, and they're like, what do you want? I'm like, I want another double bacon cheeseburger. And like, okay, cool, we're going to make you one. And that same thing goes for like sushi and their tacos and their street eats. But Celebrity did good food on Alaska cruise. No baked Alaska halibut, themed food. Let me see what people are talking about. Why did my grandpa move to Alaska? For the halibut. That's funny, for the halibut. Let me see. If you do something a lot, your expectations change too. Good point, Vanessa. So she says if you do something a lot, your expectations change as well. So good point. I love the porter call on the Carnival's menu. Usually good. Griff got crappy cream brulee almost every time. Guys, so let's talk about the cream brulee. First night, the sugar that's supposed to be on the top was not there, type of thing. So it basically kind of gave you sugary pudding. The second night, burnt. Third night, it was like a little egg that had shriveled up in the center, and it was soupy. So your egg custard kind of like moved around. I'm not sure if I ever filmed it, but it moved around. It was kind of weird. Fourth night, they forgot to char it on top, so it was just creme brulee, and then the sugar on top was just sugar, and kind of like ate it. It's like sugar pudding. And then the last night, I stopped ordering it. I went with the royal chocolate cake, which is amazing. Super good. Super, super good. So when it goes back to the Ovation, you have to make sure, there's a lot of people in this ship, things that you want to do, you have to sign up for in advance, or you would not get a spot, and go to the spots earlier, or you wouldn't have a spot. So example is, we went to the bumper cars. Just go ride bumper cars. We showed up an hour early, and we were still 4 rounds behind before getting to ride bumper cars. And you're like, what? 4 rounds behind? It's really not a big deal waiting in queue or waiting in line, depending on what part of the country you are watching this. But at that point, watching people have the key go before you, that's the fast pass. It's starting to look a little more ideal. I was like, man, I kind of want to buy the key just for the sake of, being able to enjoy the cruise, because the lines are so long. So I can definitely see why they introduced it. And this is just all my perspective. I can't wait to hear Alyssa's. She'll probably watch this video once she comes back. But yeah, 8:33. I'm going to jump back into the comments and see if I missed anything. Let me see. We never set out of Miami, but that sounds yummy. Great service. How was the Alaska itself? Shannon Rooks, we're going to put a pin in that. How was Alaska itself? Long story short, amazing. Lots of wasted buffets. This is true. The buffet the buffet was fine. It was fine. I'm still looking forward to doing that cruise next May. It'll be interesting for sure. There's Nancy. You're going to Alaska next May? Did I miss something? Julia says, eek. Yeah, I would have stopped ordering it the first 2 times. Yeah, once you're disappointed. Bumper car, same for us. Cab caller. Cab caller, is that Carol? Carol, is that you? What's up, Carol? If that's you. We got the key for the Harmony. Good idea, Vanessa. You're not going to regret it. Jason Steele says, saw some dude following the rules on our Grandeur of the Seas Windjammer buffet. Never went back to the buffet on that cruise. How does the quality of the shows on Ovation? AAAO, the quality of the shows on Ovation are amazing. Like, not gonna lie, like I enjoyed it. Alyssa cried, and you can't imagine a cry counter. Well, I mean, like cried. Sorry, honey, when you're watching this in the future, she was bawling. So, really good. Judith Montgomery, retracted. I thought the shows were really good. Yeah, John says. So Alaska itself. This is where the perspective comes in. Obviously, Alyssa and I, we like to go to the warmer places, have a blast, put on bikinis, put on your swim trunks, jump in the water, fly the drone. And Alaska is a little bit challenging. There are several occasions where you can't fly the drone because there's an airport nearby, helicopters flying, float planes flying, water planes flying, whatever you want to call it. That's really difficult to take off for 2 reasons. 1, sometimes the drone doesn't let you do it. And 2, it's just, they say no. It kind of is what it is. That's not really what made the trip bad. I still flew the drone a lot. Actually, speaking of drones, do you guys want to see a small clip of some of the drone shots I got? I put something together for you guys that I can show you what it looks like. I'm going to scroll to the bottom of the comments. Just give me a couple of thumbs up in the chat or on the video and let me know, and I'll drop that drone footage in there just to show you guys what it looked like. But Alaska was so chill. And here's where the perspective comes in. There's no doubt in my mind that after after thinking about whether I had a good time or not, Alyssa and I are always doing something action based, right? Cheap tour, Freedom of the Seas, right? Safari tours, going to different beaches, zip lining, snorkeling. I'm talking about we're pretty action packed ATVs, right? You see where I'm going with this. And this is where it forced us to get out of our comfort zone in a way that I think you guys will enjoy it. there's been several occasions where people that are fans, they watch this channel and we're all together. They have written on our video like, hey, I really like these excursions you're doing, but my grandpa can't do this, or my uncle has a bad knee, or I have a bad knee, or I don't qualify for that because I'm a little heavier, or hey, I have kids, they're too light, they can't even get on this zip line because they're not heavy enough. And these excursions that we did was a different set of perspective for us because it's not something we normally would have picked, but they were awesome in its own unique way. So let me describe this excursion, because normally I wouldn't pick it, but let me describe it to you, and you'll be like, you know what? Yes, I would have picked that. That sounds perfect for my situation. So you get picked up by a bus, exclusive tour, super awesome. You get to see some of the biggest mountains I've ever seen in my life. The weather is gorgeous. It's not too cold. It's not too hot. The fog. You look up and you see the mountains. You see the tip of these glaciers just shining light blue turquoise waters. I've never seen water so turquoise, and not like see-through, just like glass, like mirrored water. You're stopping by these amazing glaciers, these amazing spots, learning a little bit of the history, seeing totem poles, and they stop you off they stop you off, and you're able to just hike and go through a 45-minute walk there, 45-minute walk back. And after you've walked and seen sights and seen mountains and stuff all day, you get to go to what they call a salmon bake. And this is where it gets interesting, because even though they don't bake the salmon is fresh Alaskan caught salmon, local. And what they do is they get these large grills, these steel wires, and they put them over a large open fire wood grill. And they're throwing in like stacks of like wood, right? And the fire gets nice and big. And then once it simmers down, they have like nice seasoned Alaskan like king like salmon like steaks. And they just start slapping them on the grill. It cooks the skin nice and good. And then they flip it over and they give you this salmon, and they give you like fresh coleslaw. They glaze the salmon with a brown butter sugar glaze. It's so freaking delicious. Fresh blueberry cake, which is super good with real blueberries. They said to tell you guys it's real blueberries. I was like, okay. And they said opposed to fake blueberries, because there's some fake blueberries in cake that I didn't know this, that it's like a little dough ball, like with blueberry flavoring. And this is the real deal. This cake had like powdered sugar, fluffy as white cake, fresh blueberries baked inside and on top. It was so good. But you get coleslaw, grilled chicken, like amazing salmon. There's usually a scalloped potatoes. Let me see, salmon salad. So they shred salmon, smoked salmon, and then they put it in your salad. It's like iceberg lettuce, and then they give you a meal. And then after that, there's a small walk. You can walk off your dinner and either enjoy the waterfall that's back into the hiking trail, which is super peaceful. We took some photos. I'll show you guys. And then you can decide to have s'mores. So there's another fire over there. It's like a little canopy. You can get your sticks. They provide them for you. You put your marshmallows on the sticks, and you can have roasted marshmallows. So it's a pretty unique thing, right? Normally I listen like, let's do snowmobiles through the mountains. Let's go sled dog racing, and then we'll jump out of a helicopter. Alyssa's not going to jump out of a helicopter, but you definitely can see where the action-based things we would normally do, we didn't do. So it was an interesting perspective for me. So let me know, for my people who would enjoy an excursion like that, it's a lot more chill versus the people who are like, hey, I want to do action. So I'm going to go into the comments. I went on a bit of tangent of salmon, but did you whale watch? Julie, Renee, I totally forgot. Yes, that's part of the excursion. So you do whale watching. It's like you do whale watching, and then there's a hike and there's a tour, and then afterwards you do a salmon bake. It's like an all-day excursion. It's pretty freaking cool. So I saw whales jumping out of the water, not like I saw on John's, like John Klakowski. He saw a whale jump out and like splash into the water. Our guys kind of were like, meow, and they waved a tail, and they're like, meow. So these are whales, not cats, but that's how it was. Someone make that a meme. Auto-tune me. Let me see. Let me jump into the thing now. What's up, Cullen? What's up, Descartes? Enjoy action while you're young. Later on, you feel the body aches and you'll learn to enjoy the calm stuff. Let me see. The Klakowski's drone, please. My bad, brother. I didn't see that. All right, so We're going to take a small break. I'm going to show you guys some drone footage that I have. So here is the Alaska drone footage. How was that, guys? Pretty good. I did some color correcting on it. Let me see. Let me jump into the comments. Jason still wants to know, what drone do I use? I use the DJI Mavic Pro Generation 1. At this point, I probably recommend the Generation 2. All right, so let me know if you like the drone shots. That's just a couple, obviously. I have much more, but I'm going to save those for the vlogs. Vanessa says, I like chill excursions. Josh Odom says, I like action. Carol says, I wonder if they would have liked the salmon. I'm not usually a salmon, but wonder if fresh is better. Fresh is so good. It didn't taste fishy at all. You're like, this is fish? Wasn't fishy at all. Also, I'm going to get a little gross on here. You know when you eat bad fish or okay fish later on in the night, if you burp, you taste fish, right? You taste the fish, the salmon, the seafood, the ocean. With the salmon, like, no. It was super fresh, super good. Like, you can definitely tell it was, like, legit. We're doing the Mardi Gras in September. Can't wait. That's Nurse Nancy. Let me see. I'm trying to see who else likes chill excursions. All right, got a couple more people saying they like chill stuff. So when you're from the NW, you don't think anything is a mountain unless it has snow. These mountains went so high and then so far past the clouds, and then you look past the clouds and the mountain's still going up. That's crazy. I was like, that's a big mountain. Got a couple of meows in there. People are asking for the drone. The drone came in, so people love it. Cool. So Antoinette says, beautiful. Tina Thomas says, wow, amazing. Jennifer Kildo, wow, that was amazing. LaDonna, awesome. Thank you. Cap Caller says, awesome. Nurse Nancy says, it's lovely. Oh, Nurse Nancy, the drone video that I promised you, I got you. I just probably need to put it together now. So I have what I'm going to say. I have what I need to tell you. It's almost done. It's gonna be underwhelming, but you'll have your answer. You can go back to it and reference it. I promise. Thanks for your patience. Love the drone shots. It was great. Stacy, Travel to Viewer, said that looks amazing. Stephanie Abbott, wow, you guys are floating my ego. You're making me blush, guys. Amy Rogers says, oh my God, Griff stunning. That footage is perfect. Cab Caller, Shantae Harris is dope. Amazing stuff, dude. The Klaykowskis, awesome as always. All right, I'm glad you guys like it. Heck yeah. Thanks for all the compliments. Amy says that footage looks like it's a commercial for real. Amy, it is. It is commercial. So some of that footage I have to, not that footage, but it is part of a bigger project I have to send to some people that I'll get into later. So, best drone man in the biz. Leslie, stop it. I wish. Alaska Copper River salmon, $30 to $50 a pound. Yes, that's right. We went to Pike Place and it was like $49.99 a pound for salmon. Fresh salmon is so much better. Shannon says combination of chill and thrill. How many are on the group cruise? I think 12. Heather Forrest says I'm disabled, so I mostly do chill excursions. Awesome. So Heather, if you like chill excursions, I think you're gonna appreciate these videos then. So because we have a couple of people who, what did they say? That they are disabled, and they said us doing the action-based stuff, while it does look cool, they can't do that. And if we could provide other activities for them to do as well. So that's awesome. Also, if you haven't heard of Cruising with Wheels, they put out content for those who are disabled as well. So go check out their channel too. Gorgeous drone footage. So wrong, but so funny. Can I get a shout out from y'all in Kentucky? Shout out to Kentucky, Austin Prater. Everyone say, go Kentucky. Griff, if you ever get a chance to sail out of Los Angeles, you need to stop by where I live. Just Google Palos Verdes drone, and most of the footage is done very close to where I live. Oh, sweet. I'll have to. Will Cooper, my ideal excursions are 1 day chill at the beach, next day learn about history and culture. Well, Will, Alaska, you would have loved that one because they stopped and they talked about the Native American, Native Americans, how big the bears get, the gold rush, stuff like that. It was interesting stuff. I can appreciate history. I can't speak for my wife. I'll let her out. I can't wait to see what her first reactions are. Let her tell what she felt, and then we'll come together and then like talk about it one more time, maybe before the vlogs go live or something like that. Go Buckeyes. The Klikowskis. Princess has a lodge on the Copper River. You won't be disappointed. That sounds awesome. Cab College says bigger project. Whoop whoop. Yes. Ofe Bell says so talented with the drone. Thank you. All right, so where were we? I have no idea where we are in regards to topics. We covered where Alyssa is, camp, praising Jesus. We talked a little bit about Ovation and why I was kind of like a different perspective. I said we can do cruise ideas. I do have this screen up to where I can kind of search for cruises I've been interested in. And let me think. I would sail on Ovation of the Seas again, but not to Alaska. Here's why. I did some research, and not only is the Ovation of the Seas leaving Alaska soon, for obvious reasons, it's just going to get too cold. I want to go to Hawaii. Alyssa wants to go to Hawaii. Alyssa wants to go to New Zealand. I want to go to New Zealand. I think I've uncovered a couple of sailings where the Ovation of the Seas is doing Australia and New Zealand, and they're doing Hawaii. If things go right, maybe we get a more, finances boosted behind the brand and the business. Maybe we can go to Hawaii, or maybe we can go to New Zealand. We can look at that stuff together just because it's fun. Who knows? Let me know. Future. Ooh, same. Amy Rogers, where should we go next year, Griff? We have been to most of the islands. So something that I'm starting to see, or I have seen, is that a lot of the creators are starting to branch out away from the Caribbeans, not because we hate the Caribbeans, it's just because we've done it so much. I think Tony Lita Loca, him and Don's family vacations, they're headed to Asia soon. That's one of my bucket lists. I can't wait to go to Asia. Sorry, correction. I can't wait to cruise Asia. I've been to Asia. But let me see. Sherry at Cruise Ships TV. She's been to Europe, obviously, on the MSC. Go check out that series. That's a really good show. It's, how do I put this? It's so laid back and informative that I can't keep my eyes off it. It's weird. You got to go watch that. It's really good. The MSC, and because I've never sailed MSC, I'm interested. I'm interested in more type of thing. You know what I mean? So I've never been more fascinated with going on a cruise line that I've never cruised before. You know what I mean? If anything, if I cruise anywhere in Europe, it's going to be on MSC. So that's a good series to watch, is what I'm trying to get at. Klikowski says, I'm looking into the Anthem. Hawaii is beautiful. So Norwegian, you know what? This is what we'll do real quick. All right, you ready? Desktop. All right, so let me know if you guys can see my desktop real quick. Let me know when you see my desktop. Nurse Nancy says, anything you would have done differently? Nurse Nancy, anything that I would have done differently? I'm not sure. Let me think about that one for a little bit. So right now, I am really interested. I'll go to anywhere right now. And if you go to Hawaii, and we'll do search. 10-night Hawaiian cruise. Like, I want to do it. So I kind of want to do it again. Ovation of the Seas, $980 per person, and I'm like, that's not that bad. I mean, we ain't got that money right now, you know what I'm saying? But that's not that bad. And all things considered, it goes Vancouver, British Columbia, which is going to tie into Nurse Nancy's question, what would I do different? And it would be, I wish we could have gone to Vancouver, and I wish we could have gone to Ketchikan, Alaska. But let's just jump into this itinerary a little bit. So it does Seattle, Hawaii again, or Maui, Oahu. So, I mean, it looks legit. 10 nights. There's an 11 a night one, which looks, you know what? I'm going to dive into this one. So let's just say explore this itinerary. Shannon Rooks, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We haven't ever looked at New England ports. I know they go to Bermuda. Right? So Blue Crush Wanders Debbie says, Cruise Ships TV sold me on MSC ships. Their vlogs were fantastic. And I 100% agree. Like, you watch them and you're like, okay, if I cruise Europe, I need to do it with MSC. I'm pretty sold on it because I'm almost positive they're their number one as far as European goes. So I think Royal Caribbean is like the leader. Like, this is by stats. Like, I'm thinking, like, not my opinion. I think Royal Caribbean is number one nationally, like America, and I think MSC is the number one cruise line for like Europe. So Vanessa says, the only issue with Hawaiian cruises is there's so many days at sea. I want to fly to Hawaii, then board the ship. So Vanessa, you might actually enjoy that Norwegian one. I think it's a Norwegian Pride. It's American cruise ship, but I'm not sold on that one. You can try it if you don't want to. If you want to go all around Hawaii, but I really like this one because let me see, it does. Yeah, it does 4 stops in Hawaii coming out of the states there, the states coming out of Seattle or Vancouver. So Vancouver, Seattle, Hawaii. But I'm gonna scroll down here. So Ovation of the Seas. This one really looks cool. I'm thinking perhaps they'll change the menu up. You see that there, the kind of marketing in that. But fabulous ship. So we do Vancouver, which I would love to do. So yeah, that wasn't on the ship for us, unless that's specialty dining. So they touch on that history we were talking about. Skip past Seattle, but Seattle is super amazing. So that's that 1 day at sea. Cruising, 2 days at sea. We cruise again. Oh, so let me scroll back up. Guys, this is what I was talking about here. That room. I don't know what it's called right now. John knows, but it's Pride of America. That's the name. Heather Forster. Thank you so much. She says very different experience with an American crew. Bermuda is a great place too. I've cruised there 4 times. Would love to go more if you could get beautiful drone footage there. Thank you, Leslie. Let me see. She says it's cutting off my desktop. One moment. Let me know if that's much better. So Will Cooper says, I'm leaning towards land in order to visit AK and Hawaii, but would consider cruise. For sure it won't happen for me until I complete seeing 48 contiguous states. Cool. It was called 270. Yes, 270 is what it's called, that room there. So hopefully you guys can see the screen a little bit better now. But that's the solarium we were talking about. That's a lie. That's not the solarium. Like, it is a solarium, but it's not the solarium that was on the ship. I don't remember a central station inside of the pools. I didn't see that anywhere. Goodness, you're right, girl. There's a lot of cruising on this. I could have sworn we were going to Hawaii. Are we there yet? Man. All right, so Hawaii goes Kailua, Kona. And then, let me see. Maui. I see what they're doing. You cruise so long, and then you get to the islands. You stop by the islands. Maui. And then what we do is we hit up Oahu. So it definitely looks interesting. I'm not sure. Where should I go to next? You guys want me to go to New Zealand, or you want me to type in Australia? Yeah, right. The Klikowski says there was no food that looked like that I saw. Yeah, they did really good on their marketing. I didn't see any of that food. So if it's specialty dining is what they're pushing, then I get it. I think the next cruise, Alyssa and I, we're gonna have to do more specialty dining. That's gonna have to be on the thing. Vanessa says, "Told you, can you say C bands?" Yes, I can say it because we might need that. That's crazy. Let me see. Where should I go to? Should I go check out? Let's see. We'll do D, Norwegian, cruise line. All right, so we're here. Let's click that. Hawaii. Apply. So while that bad boy's loading, I'm gonna go back here, click Hawaii here, and we're gonna go to Hawaii, X that out. And we're gonna do, since she wants to do the French Polynesian would be Australia, New Zealand, right? For those who know like geography. I think so. So there's some sampler cruises in here, but I would love to do an Australian cruise. Look at that number though, 439. Like, let's explore. So 5 nights. I feel like if we do 5 nights, Alyssa and I would have to go a week early to really enjoy Australia, because 5 nights seems a little short to be dropping that kind of dough on Australia, considering the flight, stuff like that. So let me click out of that. So if we go to Australia, guys, we would need a minimum of like 7 nights. Like, that's not bad. Let's see if they got a 9-night in there, though. There we go. 9-night. New Zealand. Let's see where that goes. Feel free to throw in a suggestion. You're like, hey, go check out so-and-so site. I can. For now, as this is loading, I'll go to the right here, Hawaii. Did that not pop up? Their Norwegian difference. You know what I'll do? Norwegian Hawaii cruise. I'm pretty sure I spelled that wrong. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Look at that pop-ups, man. Killing me. I don't think this is Norwegian.com. Guys, it's so far from me, I can barely see it. Let me see. Let me zoom in. No, that's NCL. All right. Dang, Norwegian's free at sea. 1 free unlimited beverages. By the way, guys, what I'm doing right now, none of this is sponsored. Like, I'm just kind of going out. I'm checking these out. This is kind of how I look for cool stuff. And then we bring the ideas to Alyssa, and she's like, yeah, I want to do it. Or no, we're not doing that. We don't have the money. So Josh Robinson says, check out Disney. So Josh Robinson, I can, but the problem with Disney and Hawaii, you have to have a certain amount of cruises under Disney's belt, because there's a priority list of when they send, you know what? Let me go here. The problem with cruising on Disney is there's no problem. It's hard to get on a Hawaiian cruise with Disney, because they send an email notifying, everybody who has sailed with Disney several times, like their priority list, right? Their gold members or magical members, whatever it's called. Like, hey, we're cruising to Hawaii. It's going to open up in a week. Hey, we're cruising to Hawaii. It's opening up in 4 days. Hey, we're cruising to Hawaii. It opens up tomorrow. And then they send that email. Hey, we're open for bookings to Hawaii. And I kid you not, well, less than 24 hours, it was sold out. And it sucks for us because we didn't even get that email, because we've only sailed with Disney twice. So I think we have to sail with Disney like I feel like 5 more times, maybe something crazy, to even get an email like that. Like, hey, now you're on the waiting list type of thing. So it's challenging. Would I do it? In a heartbeat. Disney Hawaii would be dope. But right now, I think my consolation prize would be Royal Caribbean. to Hawaii or Royal Caribbean to New Zealand, Australia. Another fun idea is what we're looking at was repeating, wait for it, the Freedom of the Seas itinerary. I think that would be dope, just not on the Freedom of the Seas. It'd be dope to do it with Symphony of the Seas, Harmony of the Seas, possibly Celebrity. Celebrity would be fun, but... All right, I'm going to jump off of the screen now and back into the questions. Clay Kalikowski says, this is cool. What is cool? What am I doing that is cool? Do I need to go back to the screen? Should I scare my... Let me slow down. Do you guys want me to go back to looking at cool cruises and stuff again? I can. Or do you guys want to see my pasty face? Let me know. Just put pasty face if you want to see my pasty face. Or put, I want to look at cruises and stuff again with you. Like, just let me know. So, right, Vanessa, the New Zealand prices were reasonable. Just getting the flight out there and then planning itinerary while you're there. So I'd say 5 days in Australia and then 5 days cruise and then maybe 2 more days in Australia and fly back, something like that. Fun. What are your favorite memories on that cruise? So Ovation of the Seas, my favorite memories, by far, man, the bumper cars. That was a fun experience. John and I got into it. When I say John and I, is Alyssa and John, and we were bumping into each other like it was a war. There were no mercy. Like, bumped into Caitlin and Stelly, like we went straight for them. Like, we're coming for them. No mercy. It was fun. That was a really fun experience. Definitely hanging out with John Klikowski was one of my favorite things as well. But John, I'm going to give away a little bit of the surprise. We had dinner together in Wonderland dining experience. I won't go into too many details, but that was awesome. That was good food, and that's what definitely makes me want to do the whole like specialty dining a majority of the nights on Royal Caribbean now. Maybe, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 nights, like the formal night, but like I'm sold on doing more specialty dining moving forward with Royal Caribbean. Unless they start doing the different ports of call menus like Carnival. So everyone's saying cruisers. Nurse Nancy says pasty. Klikowski says pasty Griff. I thought the cruise search was cool. Cruises again, that was fun. All right, so it kind of split. All right, so I'll talk and answer questions a little bit for everyone, and then I'll touch on cruises a little bit more, and then it's 9:04. Alyssa's not here, so I don't know. Normally I just sign off because we both have things to do, but I really don't have anything to do. I finished a lot of my projects earlier today. I have 2 more videos I need to finish to make sure that, the clients get them, and then I have vlogs to edit, but sounds like I do have a lot to do, but... Cruises, it was amazing food. Oh, maybe we'll do the Wonderland. Do the Wonderland, nurse. Hello, nurse. Do the Wonderland. Cab caller. Yes, Disney. Like, whew, you have to have the inside scoop there. The comedy on the Royal Caribbean was hilarious. Super funny. Disney Wonder 2020, Vancouver to Hawaii, 5 days at sea. Okay. This is what we'll do. I'll just toggle in between desktop. Actually, let me finish this Norwegian point. Someone asked for Norwegian. So you get free unlimited beverages, free shore excursions, free dining. And I'm sure, they have the math to where that makes it super pricey, right? Because nothing in this world is free, but friends and family still free. So I guess you can pick some of those, but let's see the itinerary. View all, image gallery, explore the ports. Okay, so 7-day Hawaii round trip Honolulu. Ooh. Details. So, let me zoom in for you. Not there. Sorry, honey, if you're watching this video, I did not mean to zoom in too, but so looks like ports. Okay. All right. Let's start off with Honolulu. And then... Oh, top shore excursions for Honolulu. So this is just Honolulu? I thought it was going around somewhere. I am doing this wrong. Let me go back. Yeah. I thought it did some cool stuff. Boop. Okay, this one looks cool, guys. I mean, round trip Honolulu. Looks like it stops by all the islands, or a majority of the islands. Honolulu, and then it goes to Kahului, Hilo, Kona. Oh, sweet. You pass by a volcano. Looks like there's a sea day in there. And Nawili, and then Napali Coast. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. Whoever recommended the Norwegian sail, that's pretty cool. All right, so let's say Disney. Actually, I tried to look at this the other day. It's kind of challenging. It was like Disney, Hawaii, 2020, Vancouver. Hey, Bill, thank you for the $5 super cheers. My man, thank you. I'm going to hook you up with
shut up, dog.
Yeah, shut up, dog. Dilly, dilly. I really appreciate it. It's just me tonight.
Pit of misery, dilly, dilly.
But.
Shut up, dog.
Yeah, shut up. Dilly,
dilly. But yeah, let's go back to the desktop. Let me exit out of this. Oh, it won't let me. Cool. All right. So, Hawaii cruises. 9-night Hawaii cruise, Vancouver, ending in Honolulu. I'm interested. Loading. Find a cruise. I hate when that happens. Don't you hate when you click on something on the internet and then it's like, but I want to give you this, but you clicked something else, but they're like, but check this out. So 9-night Hawaiian cruise from Vancouver, ending in Honolulu. That looks pretty neat. Let's see if they let us zoom in on it. Nope. It's just kind of challenging if they don't let me zoom. Julady says, travel agents who specialize in Disney destinations get the email first before they even go up those dates. That's a good tip. Thank you, Julady. We'll have to do that. Not bad. Cab caller, Freedom of the Seas versus Ovation, especially food. I like the ship Ovation of the Seas better. I like the experience on the Freedom of the Seas better, and the food was better on Freedom of the Seas. I thought the cruise search was cool. Let me see. Everyone's saying pasty. Our number one bucket list cruise from Leslie says, the cruise with Griff and Alyssa someday. Hey, we got to set that up. That would be dope. That'd be fun. Let's just grab all the moderators and we'll go cruise out somewhere. I hope Alyssa's having an awesome time at camp. I know you missed her, but thankfully you have us as a backup. Yes, Blaine, that's true. I'm glad you guys are here. I'm glad you guys decided to hop on. Let me get a look at your face. Thank you guys. Like, seriously, thank you for hanging out and coming tonight. I'm not ending this right now. I mean, I can if you want. I'm just chilling, but I appreciate you guys coming. That's cool. Especially like last minute. It's not like I posted this last night. I asked you guys today at 3 if we wanted to go live at 8. People are popping fireworks. You could be doing far better things than hanging out with me. So I appreciate you guys stopping by. It means a lot, truly. All right, bye, Clayco. So people are jetting out for those fireworks. I totally get it. Nurse Nancy says, oh, question. When you're editing, do you pick out music and fit to your video before cutting the footage? Yes. Sometimes I go to Epic Limit Sounds. Sometimes I go to Music Bed. And I will listen to music on road trips, working out. And I'll start to get a sense of the shots I want to get before I even go out there. And then what I'll do, I start cutting together the video with the song. So Trevor Gokler says, Griff, getting the ultimate dining package every night, especially dining plus lunch on sea days. I might have to look into that. I think you're right. Julady, Josh Odom, yeah, I was quoting a cruise with the free third and fourth guess it was up, but okay, cool. All right, later, Klaykowski, man. Thanks again. Thanks for the super cheers. I appreciate it. Guys, what did I miss? We talked about all types of stuff tonight. I have no idea how many people are still on. It could be 2. But I'm going to pull a Sharon at sea here. If it's under 100, I'm going to sign off because your boy got to go. For show. So Whoops. Didn't mean to click that. I'll be right back. There you go. Still here. I'm used to SAS by now. They're the truth. Gelating. Oh my God. So my BF got me a GoPro for our anniversary, so I'm going to start vlogging. Yay. So I might start asking questions about editing soon. You've been warned. You know where to find me. Cap College has got to run. Happy 4th. Happy 4th of July. Drive safe. Drive safe. Drink responsibly, please. Still here. Some of the best chat content I have heard. Thanks, Shannon. 70 as we speak. Blaine, when were you in Alaska? We were in Alaska 2 weeks ago at this point. 70 for watching. Thank you. Guys, what do we say? What are we doing? Still want me to hang out? Any more questions? I can answer them. At this point, I'm turning over the mic to you guys. So open mic night. Give it to me. Klikowski says, I had fun tonight. Thanks for doing this. No problem. I hope you guys enjoyed the music. I'll let you know where I got it from. John, I'll let you know. I'll text you. Love the Sharon at Sea Monday Marathon. My dogs hate fireworks, so I'm here. Oli Bear is in Pennsylvania, so I have no one to hang out right now, except for you guys. So, super fun chat tonight. Happy B-Day, America. Happy birthday. Okay. Leslie, our #1 bucket list cruise now is to cruise with Griff and Alyssa someday, soon. I hope. Have you sailed on Majesty of the Seas? We have not sailed on the Majesty of the Seas yet. We've done Mariner of the Seas, Freedom of the Seas, Ovation of the Seas, and I think Alyssa did the Majesty of the Seas. Would you consider Anthem of the Seas? Yes. We're actually doing Harmony of the Seas in September. Would you go back to Alaska? Absolutely. I would love to do Alaska on a Disney ship. Bye, Nurse Nancy. She says, thanks for hanging out with us. She's headed out to a bonfire. Blaine, question, as I should know this, how long have you and Alyssa been married now? We're going on 3 years. January. Yeah, once January hits, we'll be in 3 years. So. Were you guys able to get the glitch drink package the other day? No, we didn't take advantage of that because I didn't know it was happening. And because Facebook was down, it wasn't working. I didn't even know what was going on. So that sucks for us. Anyone debating Alaska? Go. The Majesty is astounding. Cool. Yeah, so my final vote on Ovation of the Seas, that the experience itself was okay. Would I go again? Yes, but I'd probably go on a Disney ship. I know that's crazy, but I'll let Alyssa go into more details, and then we'll go ham on it together with a review maybe soon. Did you see glaciers while in Alaska? Which ones? I don't remember the name of the glaciers, but we did see them. I think we saw Mendenhall Glacier, and then we saw another one that was pretty cool. Well, we love what you have both done on the channel. It gets better with each year. Wife and I are going on 12 years this year. Thanks again to all the creators. No problem, Blaine. Thanks for watching, man. Heather Forrester, I just watched your wedding vlog the other day. It was in my recommended list. Yeah, we did the wedding cruise on the epic Norwegian Escape. I'm sorry. Yeah, Norwegian Escape. It was dope. It was fun. So I wouldn't mind redoing a Norwegian ship. I just don't know where we're going to go and which ship it's going to be. I would love to do the Encore. That would be super cool. So Encore to Alaska. That'd be awesome. Anyone else? Questions? Pop them off. Dawes Glacier. There we go. I bought one and get one free, especially dining, but I'm contemplating getting the unlimited for better choices. All right. Any more questions? Signing off. Tech Talk. That's funny. I wonder who goes and names the glaciers like, I shall call you Bob. You are now Bob the Glacier. Did your trip include Glacier Bay National Park? I don't think so. No, I think it did. It did. Trevor Gloker, night, yeah. All right. Good night, y'all. Any more questions, guys? Let me know. Let me know. Heather says, thanks for hanging out tonight, Griff. Yeah, no problem. Thanks you guys for coming. Best drone for beginners? I'll probably go with the DJI Mavic Pro, first generation. So, did you guys wish you had some of the other Alaskan ports like Ketchikan included? Jennifer Kildo. Yes, I wish we had Ketchikan included. Good night, Heather. Leslie asks kindly, she says, could you please hit the thumbs up before you sign out? It is very helpful to Alyssa and I, so we appreciate it greatly. I forgot to give John his super cheers.
Dilly.
Super cheers. Have you ever sailed on Princess? We have not sailed on Princess yet. I'm not sure we ever will. Some things will. I don't know. I don't think we'll ever cruise Princess. I don't know. It's hard to say. Unless Alyssa does research on it, that's not something I think we'll end up doing in the near future. We'll have to be full-time cruises if we decide to experiment with Princess. But I have heard Carnival and Princess actually have the best itineraries with Alaska because they actually own the ports. So. Any more questions? One more time. Oh, no. All right, it's getting a little quiet. I guess I will sign off. So if there's no more questions and you've been satisfied with my performance tonight, please leave a review. No, I'm just kidding. Guys, thanks for hanging out. I am going to sign off. There will be no after show for this one because obviously it's 4th of July. Go watch your fireworks. If you're drinking, drink responsibly. If you're driving, drive safe. If you're drinking, get an Uber. Be careful. All right? So I want to see you guys next week on live. Good night. And as always, if you dig the vibes, please subscribe. I'll pretend to be Alyssa. And if you care, please share. And we'll see you guys in paradise. And where's my exit? I don't think I can find it. I don't know where the exit is. Maybe it's this one. Oh, we had a few questions. I promise I will sign off, but we have any particular reasons as to no Princess sailings? The loot, so kind of alluding to what we do earlier, what we do in our vlogs. We like to do like action-based stuff, and I'm not sure Princess has the activities on board that would, how do I put this? Bring the excitement that we'll want from like the footage we gather. So I'm not sure they do anything. So I think the answer from me finally is going to be Alyssa would have to do more research on Princess because it's typically not something we look for. Is it a great cruise line? Yes. I'm pretty sure they won awards for their Alaska itinerary. So like if you're looking to go in Alaska and you don't want to do Ovation in the Seas, look into Princess, look into Carnival. Someone asked, when will the Alaska vlogs come out? We have a Disney vlog on Sunday for dinner, I think. And then we have another Disney vlog, Sea Day. So maybe 2 to 3 vlogs before the Alaska series starts. Now keep in mind, we were in Seattle for 3 days prior. So you're looking at about maybe like 6 to 7 episodes before you actually get to Alaska. Okay? So probably in 2 weeks. That's my answer. You'll probably start seeing Alaska content in 2 weeks. Sound good? Leslie says, spot on Alyssa impression. Thank you. Definitely no bumper cars on Princess. D-Loot. That's funny. No bumper cars on Princess. But I imagine the food being to die for. All right. I think that's it officially. Guys, thanks for watching. If you dig the vibes, please subscribe. One more time, Alyssa. And if you care, please share. Oh, man. We'll see you guys in paradise.